Hi, this is Chitra, and you're listening to Hello Educator. Greetings, Mango Science Radio listeners. Today's episode is by Deepa, who is a storyteller and educator. It's an exciting story about Samir and an interesting conversation that he has with his father. This story is specially for kids, so make sure you listen to it with your young ones.
Hello, Mango Radio listeners. Today we have a story about Samir and a dustbin. What story can be there with a dustbin and Samir? Maybe let's see, okay? One day, Samir went to throw a tin can in the dustbin at home. And he found 3 different dustbins instead of one. Remember, Samir has come to this house newly. In his old house, he had only 1 dustbin. But this house has 3 dustbins. He was very confused. What is this? 3 dustbins? When he opened one dustbin, he found a cover with papers and plastic wrappers in it. And the next dustbin had some peels of vegetables and fruits and eggshells. The third one had some leftover rice. And he was like, where do I throw this tin can? So he was like, Dad, Appa, what is this? Why do we have so many dustbins in one house? Where am I supposed to throw this tin can? Appa, his dad came and looked thoughtfully at the can and said, Samir, I think this can go into the plastic and paper dustbin. But can you please explain, Appa, why we have 3 dustbins? Samir was very, very confused about it. So Appa said, we have been asked to segregate our waste, Samir. It helps people who take away the garbage. Also, we can use some of this waste, explained Dad patiently. Use some of the waste? But how? I can understand that when you segregate the waste, it is easy for people to take the waste, but how can we use this? So, it is already a waste. So, Dad said, I don't know, why don't you tell me? Look at these waste items in the dustbin and tell me how we can use it. So, how can we use some of the waste in this dustbin? You tell me, said Samir's dad. So Samir thought and said, hey, you know what, Appa? This tin can that I have, maybe I can use it as a pen stand. I can keep some of my pens, pencils, sketch pens and everything in it. His dad was like, fantastic, superb idea. What else can we do? You know what? These plastic covers that we have thrown away, we could use it to store something. Maybe Amma uses it to some of the plastic covers to store vegetables in the fridge. No, it will keep the vegetables fresh. We can store it like that. Or I could keep some of my toys in it. Or I could even take it to the shop to buy different items. Take it to the grocer's shop. And some of these covers, I will tell him, Uncle, please don't give me rice in a new packet. Please just give me the rice in this same old packet. Don't you think that's a good idea, Dad? Yeah, you're suggesting some great ideas, Samir. Go on, said Appa. Okay, I like this idea of making different things from waste, Appa. Wait, let me think. This paper, Surya's mom once told me that you can add some glue and water and make new paper out of this paper. I can mash up this paper and make new paper out of this. I will ask Surya's mom once again how to do it, and maybe I will do it with all this paper. That way I will have more paper to draw. Of course you can. Now anything else you can do, Samir? Asked Dad. I don't know what to do with this wasted food, Appa. Except that maybe we shouldn't waste it at all. Exactly. You are right. We shouldn't waste food, said Samir's dad. But what if there is too much food? We can't eat so much. So Dad said, right, in which case we should reduce the amount of food that we make. We should only make as much as we will eat. And if it is extra, we should give it off to somebody who will probably eat it. Don't you think so? Yeah, you know what, Appa? I think the best is we should cook less. That way, we don't have to waste anything. We do not want to waste a lot, yes? Yes, Samir. We do waste a lot of food. Meaning, not just food, we generate a lot of waste. Paper, food, clothes, anything. But you know what? The ideas that you gave can fall into 3 different kinds. For example, the food that you said, maybe we should cook less. That is called reducing. So we could reduce the amount of things that we make or buy. So instead of buying too many clothes and too many pairs of footwear or making too much food, we can reduce it, make or buy only as much as we need. That is reduce. The idea that you suggested of making the tin cans and making paper with old paper, all of that is called recycling, where we make new things out of old things. And finally, we can also reuse some of these things. For example, the same old paper, if only one side is written, the other side we can use it to write something. Exactly, we can reuse the plastic covers to store things like you said. So, it is important for us to remember to reduce, reuse and recycle. Can you do that for me, Samir? Yes? Fantastic. So now, Mango Radio listeners, that was the lesson that Samir learned from his dad that day. Now I have for the questions of today. 1. Choose 5 items in your house. Of those items, tell me which of these items you cannot do without. You have to have these items. You cannot live without these items. Number 2, of these 5 items, which can you recycle, meaning make something different out of it. Number 3, which of these items can you reuse, meaning use it again more and more times. Yes? Can you answer these 3 questions for me today? Okay. Thank you very much for listening to Mango Science Radio. See you later. Bye.
Wasn't that a wonderful story? We have lots more of such stories and amazing activities for kids at Mango Science at Home Club, a learning platform for 5 to 7-year-olds mentored by us and facilitated by you, the parent. Head to our website for more details and let us know if you have any queries. To receive your daily dose of science stories, don't forget to subscribe to Mango Science Radio. We welcome stories from across the globe, so if you're a science enthusiast and would like to contribute to Mango Science Radio, please WhatsApp us at 99522 43541. Your feedback is valuable and keeps us motivated, so feel free to share your views in the form of an audio message on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for listening to Hello Educator. Remember to tune in for the next episode.